Yes, I take this opportunity to welcome you back to the channel. Thank you very much for keeping in touch. For those subscribers, asanteni sana. I really salute you. You are great people. I had two neighbors, neighbor A and neighbor B. Neighbor A and neighbor B. Neighbor A died at 82 years. Neighbor B is still kicking. He is at his 87 years. Neighbor A did not go too long with his sickness. Actually, he just got sick for some roughly a month and a half, 1.5 months. Then he died, and it was not that critical. You know, at this age, he just fall a bit, rush to hospital. 1.5 months later, he is dead. But neighbor B got diagnosed of stroke. I don't know how many of you knows about stroke, but stroke is a story of another day. So this guy has been with stroke since he was age 69. Up to date, he can't do some things by himself, including a simple thing like just going to the toilet. There must be somebody there to take him to the toilet. I don't know how many years are those, 17, that's 8. For 18 years, neighbor B is in bed on wheelchairs. That's not the main story of the day, but today I'm going to look at something very serious, something very critical, looking at these two neighbors. We are going to look at what we call the difference between health span and life span. Health span and life span. Neighbor A at 82 dies with his health. Neighbor B at 87 is struggling with his health. Let's break it down. Lifespan. Lifespan is the number on your identification card. The total number of years you live. That's a lifespan. The total number of years you live. Looking at neighbor A, who died at 82, he lived 82 years. Looking at neighbor B, who is still alive up to date, he is at 87. Those are their lifespans. Lifespan is all about quantity, nothing less, nothing more. Quantity. Quantity of years. Number 2 is health span. What is health span? Health span is the total number of years you live in good health. Health span is the total number of years you've lived or you live or you will ever live in good health, free from serious disease. When I talk of health, I mean seriousness of a disease. Free from serious disease. You could have flu, you could have a small injury, you could have some malaria. That's not being seriously sick. Health span is all about quality, the quality of your life. Lifespan is all about quantity. Health span is all about quality. Everybody, most people are always fighting for lifespan. I would like to live up to 90. I would like to live up to 100. I would like to break the record of our family to die at above 95. My grandfather died at 94, so I want to break that. He was the oldest. People are fighting for this, to break those records, not knowing that health span is the most important. It is not about how many years you've lived. It is about how do you live. Jim Rohn, I always refer to this gentleman, used to say, it is not about how many years. It is about how have I lived the few. How have I lived the few? Lifespan, health span. So, why does health span matters more? That's the question we should be asking. Why does health span matter? And why is it so much ignored? Why does health span matter the most? Everybody is adding years, struggling, trying their best to add years to their lifespan, thanks to our good medical facilities, thanks to our better treatments, thanks to the improved access to health care. In Kenya, we have what we call SHA. Sorry. Sometimes we forget SHA. It used to be NHIF, but it is now SHA. We are not adding years to our health span at the same rate. We are struggling to add more years, but we are forgetting to add more life to our health span. People are living longer, yes. People are struggling to live long, and every other time you go to a village, you are more interested to know how old is so-and-so. How many years has so-and-so clicked so far? How many years has that mama kicked? How many years, how old did she die at? At what age? We are not interested in how healthy are we going to stay, or are we staying? We are more interested in how many years we are clicking, but we are not interested in how many years are we, for how long are we healthy. Most of us are living longer, but unfortunately, we are living sicker and sicker. Is that what you need out of life? Is that what you would like? To set a goal? Like our two neighbors, if we can go back. Somebody at 82, since he was 65 or somewhere, he can never take himself to a toilet. He can never walk. He can never travel. He is just there at home, sick, for over 18 years. Yes, he is clicking more years. To what advantage? Neighbor 2 dies at 82. Still strong. Actually, I'm told before he falls sick, he was digging. He was in his farm doing some activities at 82. Then he falls sick, kidogo, a month and a half later, he's gone. Health span, lifespan. Which one should I go for? Think about the average person today. Think about these figures. Let's think about these figures. Most people, majority of the working class, majority of these people nowadays at age 40, somebody begins medication. Nimepewa dawa za pressure. Nimeambiwa sijui if I take this, I will lower my kitambi. At age 40, they start medication. In 50s, they start experiencing what we call chronic diseases. Diseases at age 50. Yet this person is dreaming of to live up to 90, 80, 50, 70 or whatever the figure. In 60s, there are those who now have mobility issues. In 60s, mobility issues start. Serious decline hits in 70s. In 70s, there is serious decline. This is where this person cannot walk a distance of, say, a half a kilometer. This person, seriously, they have started serious decline. Like they are just being useless. Now they are becoming stubborn to their grandchildren at 70. At 70. What good is that? In 80s. Full dependency. Hapa ndio unaambiwa naenda choo kwa nyumba. In the bedroom, on the bed. Serious dependency. They're blind. Serious dependency. They're like stopped out. They can't walk. They can't do nothing. What good is that? To live up to 80, to be dependent. What good? Simply because you are not taking care of your health span. You are just being a mediocre about your health span. For what good is there to live up to 80 to be fully dependent? When at your younger age, maybe in 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s, 10th, you could be serious and take care of your health so that you increase your health span. And the lifespan will take care of itself. For what good should you think of a lifespan rather than thinking of a health span? What is the need of living 20 to 30 more years? 20 to 30 more years to 30 more years while sick? What is the use of having a neighbor who starts ailing at 65? He is still 87, very much alive, but sick. What benefit? For what benefit? For what good? To suffer over 18 years in bed. Is that the life you want? Anyway, is that the kind of life you can want for yourself, for your partner, for your child, for your neighbor, for your friend? Is that the kind of life you can want? To live 18 years struggling, dependent on medication, under somebody's care, 18 years. Just because of the mediocre choices you are making in your 30s, 40s, 50s. Just because of mediocre choices you are making in your 30s, 40s, 50s, you end up going to live 18, 20, 30 years being a dependent person, claiming that you are living long. Okay, health span is better than lifespan. It is just a matter of choices. Choices you make. Your choices you do today will make you end up with a better health span, or just a lifespan with poor health. It is a matter of choosing. It is a matter of you going deep and understanding what do you want out of life. Do you just want the numbers, or do you want a quality numbers? This is how Coach Malwa comes in to help you out. If you feel there is a challenge you are going through and you suspect that, remember I had done a video about signs, red flags of, you developing a condition, an unhealthy condition like diabetes, blood pressure, etc., etc. If you haven't watched the video, go back and watch that video. If you feel there are some signs that are showing up, I'm not coming to you as a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a life coach who is going to help you maneuver around, either to avoid some of these conditions or reverse these conditions so that you can get back to your health. Coach Malwa is my name. Hit the like button, share this video. Thank you very much.